Hello, 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 my beautiful people. I want to say in advance, have a very awesome, blessed, and safe weekend because we know that when weekends come up, there are more people off work than those that are actually working. So, in advance, I want to say if you hear my phone ring, please forgive me. People tend to forget that I do lives around this time. Also, if you hear any noise, loud vehicles, dogs barking, children talking, I have no control of that. So please, in advance, forgive me. Whoever's watching right now, welcome, welcome, welcome. So there was a question posed to me, and I believe I stuck it on the front, and I'm going to see if I can bring it forward because this was a very interesting question. Um, well, never mind that. It was a very interesting question to me, and I had to do some research. And they asked the question, can I sue CPS and the social worker? And the information that I gathered was yes, you can. You absolutely can. Okay. So, in me going through multiple articles and videos and footage and all this stuff, I wrote some notes, and my notes are basically scattered because I was trying to write quickly. Okay. So, with that being said, um, let me put this over here. This may not be a long video, but I want to just bring some information. One of the things that I did research because people was asking if Attorney Vince Davis can represent you in court in a different state. And on my research, he said yes, he can represent you in a different state with special permission from the judge. So he has to get special permission from the judge over your case. And if he's given that special permission over your case, no matter what state you're from, then you're good to go. So another thing I forgot to put also, um, when you call him, you get consultations. There's a lady by the name, I call her Miss G, very sweet lady. When you talk to her, let her know that Together We Break Chains production sent you over there. Also, let the her name is Miss Georgette. So if you call there and just ask for Miss Georgette, and then hopefully Miss Georgette, and or you can also ask for Amanda. I forgot the other young lady's name, but they are all wonderful, beautiful, beautiful women, and they will definitely do their best to see if they can assist you. Okay, they're going to do what they can to assist you and to help you. So be patient with them. So let me get into some of my notes, and it states that you can sue CPS and the social worker that is working with CPS under the state law or under federal laws or sometimes both, depending. But I can only speak for California because that's the state that I'm in. You can, let me see, in California, to sue a social worker and or CPS in itself, they said in my research that you have to make a state claim, which I had to do some research, and then it said something about a tort claim, and I never heard of a tort claim before, so I kind of looked around, and so the tort claim, I think it's a couple of pages. I'm not exactly sure how many pages. I think I have a picture of a tort claim, but first I think let me see if I can pull up these documents because I kind of want to bring some documents forward. And I'm going to play some music in the background because I do not like awkward silence, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm all right, but the music is going to play while I'm looking because I don't want to have, like I said, awkward silence going on. So give me a second as I look for this information. Okay, you might hear some click clacks, but I'm here. I just don't like awkward silence. Okay, let me show you. Hold on, let me go to this form and then let me click on this one. I don't know why the music is jumping. So let me turn the music down some. Oh, I kind of like this vibe. Hey, I know I'm supposed to be serious, y'all, but it's something about music. So let me see. Let me try to see if I can share my screen. Come on, don't freeze up on me. Let me see what I can pull up, you guys. Hmm. So let me try it another way because I don't see exactly what I am. Oh, yeah, it did the FBI warning. I didn't want the FBI warning. So it opened up multiple. Okay, let me try this again. I'm going to first show you a standard tort claim. Okay, let me see. And it's still showing the, well, let me see if it's still showing. Yeah, it's still showing the FBI warning. Y'all gonna see my messy screen. Hold on one second. Let me stop sharing. I don't know why this FBI claim is up here, but I did close that out. And for some reason, it still wants to show. Come on, baby. Let me see. So I hope you guys are having an absolute lovely day today. And I hope that this channel is definitely helping those that need assistance. You know, like I said, okay, let's see if we can get this page here. Okay, everybody, let me see if I can blow this up for you. Okay, I'm going to probably have it cut off a little bit. Let me see if I can go. Come on, come on. Okay, it says please type or print in ink. And this is in another state. I did not realize that I grabbed the tort claim from another state, but let me see what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, but it's a little bit different. I thought that I was grabbing the one from California, but a tort claim is asking you, you know, for your name and all that good old stuff. The claim is date, time, phone number, your email address, the information about the incident, location of the incident, if the incident occurred on the street or a highway. But this is not the one that you want. So I apologize to you for getting the wrong tort claim. So let me do my research really quick and see if I can bring up a California tort claim, okay? I apologize again. And it's hard sometimes. Um, I'm telling you, when you got to do these lives for everybody and you have to get it together, you know, they got tort claims for everybody. So don't feel like you tort claim California feeling signed, and I need to find one that is basically a PDF. See, this is something different. Okay, California tort claims act when you file your claim. Let's see if this will give me what I want. That's going to be like a little brochure, and I don't want the brochure. Let me see about this one. And this one is going to be a video, and I don't want the video. So, oh, okay. And, okay, here we go. Let me try to see. Okay, they said what types are not, um, permitted in court. Notice of tort claim for property damage, no personal injury. This might be one, okay? So I'm gonna do my best. This may not be the actual one, so don't quote me 100% like I said. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to get you an example of a tort claim that you would probably have to fill out, your lawyer that is, because you don't want to do anything above your lawyer and mess yourself up. That's what you don't want to do. See, it did it to me again. I don't like this. Okay, it's giving me the Mississippi blues. Let me try this once again, and if it doesn't work this time, you guys, I'm done with the tort claim. Let me see. Okay. Okay, this should be it because it's only one thing. Okay, you may not be able to see it properly, and I'm gonna try to blow it up. Come on, let me see. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Okay, here's something. Uh, How is a tort claim processed? Okay, and I'm gonna talk about that too. So I'm trying to get the words big enough for you guys to see. Okay, and it says notice of tort claim for property damage or personal injury. And I believe this is the one that you use when you want to start a lawsuit against, the CPS or the CPS worker. Okay, anyone who has a claim for personal injury or property damage against the state. Why are they saying Indiana when I pulled up California? So, see, this is what I'm saying. Indianapolis. I don't know where the California one is, you guys. I totally apologize. I'm getting really frustrated with this because I tried to pull up a tort claim. I had one, and for some odd reason, my laptop is not cooperating with me. So you see my trials and errors right now, which is good because now you understand that it's not easy. Okay, so anyway, enough about the tort claim because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. Also, you can, like I said, you can file a tort claim, or you can. My notes are all over the place, and you can fill it out. Okay, file it with the county first. So you want to file that claim with the county first. Any uh, forms that you're gonna file, make sure that your lawyer knows, and they should know that you file it with the county first. And from my research, they will do an investigation, okay? And once they do their, I was laughing because it was funny when I heard it. They will allegedly do an investigation. Let's put it that way, okay? So after you wait your time, guess what? You'll get a denial letter because that's what they're going to do, especially here in California. They're going to deny you, and this will give you grounds to take them to court and literally sue, okay? This will give you the ability to sue because they're going to reject your form, okay? And they're going to send you a letter that states that you must sue us. So that gives you an open door to go ahead and sue them, all right? So you got to file a state claim, state law claim, that is. A state law claim, all right? Like I said, my notes are all over the place, but they're pretty much in order, all right? Now you have the right to sue once they say they rejected your claim, and now you have the right to do go to court on them, okay? And they said this is only if you are bringing state claims, state state law claims against the social worker and the CPS worker. Okay, let me read that again. This goes against the social worker and the CPS itself. Okay, this is only if you are bringing state claims, State law claims. You got state claims and you got state law claims, okay? And I hope like crap I'm not confusing you guys when you see this. Another option that you can do is you can go straight to the federal, you can go straight to federal claims against the social worker and CPS. You don't have to be bothered with the state claims and filing it with the county, especially if you have an inkling in your heart that they're not going to, approve your claim against them. All right. So that's another way. All right. And if you go to do the federal claim, don't try to do both the state laws claim and and federal claim, because they're basically the same thing. And in certain cases, you may be able to file both, but your lawyer will be able to clarify that for you. Okay. So they said under 42 USC 1983, that is a statute in the federal law, and everybody in the United States of America has that right and can use that law. It says a government agent cannot violate your civil rights. Okay, this is what it's saying, and that speaks volumes. And it's telling you off the bat that a government agent cannot. And CPS worker is a government agent. CPS is a government agency. So they cannot violate your rights at all. They cannot violate any civil rights, period. If they are caught violating your civil rights and you have all the proof that you need, you absolutely can sue CPS and the CPS worker. Okay, so that information I'm tired, I'm sleepy. I was up looking and taking notes. And so this can possibly the 42 USC 1983 can possibly give you everything that you need in order to help you fight your claim that you have against CPS and the CPS worker. Okay, all right, but you got to remember, you cannot get money from both of them. It has to be a certain case where you can get money from both of them. All right, so remember that state and federal laws are almost duplicated. You won't get any more money, but only in certain cases, like I said. So I'm making that very clear. It sounds like I'm repeating myself because I want you to understand what I'm saying. All right. You cannot complain and try to claim every little thing under the sun. So what I'm saying is this. I heard an attorney say you can't use, and I'm gonna use my own term, you can't be like an octopus with 8 legs grabbing onto every little thing. So if it's something major that you know is a surefire, deal with that surefire major issue. Don't try to get greedy. Don't try to get childish. Don't try to matter of fact, I heard an attorney say, don't let anger be your guide. Don't allow anger to be your guide. Because if you allow anger to be your guide, then you're going to mess yourself up, because you're not going to know how to compose. You're not going to know how to hang on to the facts. You're going to be so concerned with trying to hurt this social worker and CPS that you're going to lose focus and lose sight on what was really important. They violated your civil rights. So please, I know that some of the stuff that they do hurt. Listen, people, I know the stuff that they do hurt. Anybody that harms you in any capacity is going to hurt, especially if you feel like they are doing it on purpose and you feel like your hands are tied behind your back and there's no way for you to fight back. You're going to have all types of emotions. You're going to feel all types of ways. So I understand being angry. I understand what it's like to be ticked off. I understand what it's like to want to get back at a person and being so angry that you can't focus on what's really most important. I've been there before, so when I get upset, I personally take myself and I do deep breathing because I don't want to be angry. Because if I get upset, I start getting headaches, and I don't want a headache. My blood pressure goes up. I start, I just don't want to go through that. So when you get so angry, take a deep breath. I heard one young lady say this morning, I think her name is Amanda. She said that when she gets all frazzled, she man, she can draw really good. I saw her drawings. Start learning how to draw. Learn how to write poetry, or if you're into music, start creating music beats. If you like to dance, put on some soothing music and close your eyes and dance. If you like to sing, sing songs that are going to be calming. Don't sing something that's going to be sad and downtrodden and make you cry. And then all of a sudden you go from crying to being angry. Sing something that's going to be uplifting to yourself, something that's going to help you, come out of that moment. So there are plenty of things that you can do. If you like to cook, start baking. If you like to talk on social media, do an encouragement group. Always make sure that it's positive. Do something encouraging. You know, if you feel closed in the four walls, call your friends. Go to a movie. Go take a walk on the beach. If you don't have a beach, go to the park and sit and talk. Do something like positive, something that's gonna bring you out of it. And so, what I'm saying is something that when you get back home, you're going to be so focused on the good time that you had, you're not going to have a chance to be angry. And then when you look at that paperwork, if it makes you angry again, do some deep breathing. Take some deep breaths, because everything about this CPS journey, it's about staying focused. It's about keeping a healthy mind, about keeping yourself healthy, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You can't get around them and fall apart. It's easier said than done. I know that. It's way easier said than done. And I hear people, but you're not in my position. But you don't understand. You don't know how I feel. Personally, you're right. I don't. I absolutely do not personally. But I'm here to try to give some encouraging words. I'm trying to give some information so that you can begin to educate yourself. Even if I say something that's not 100% factual, I always want you to go back and backtrack behind me and look it up. And if I was wrong about something, put it in a comment section, email me so that I can get on top of it and look it up. And then I can say, you know what? This individual told me that I was wrong, and this is the proof that they gave me. I love engagement. I'm not that proud. I'm not too big where I can't listen to somebody telling me something different. So I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there for that person that's saying, but they did this and they did that to me and they lied to me and all they do is lie, 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 lie. Okay, so guess what? Now that you've established that they are lying and all they do is lie, take that to your CPS attorney. Not only that, make sure that you never, ever talk to them in any manner, not even over the phone, without your CPS attorney being involved in all conversations. Because I heard a conversation, well, not a conversation, let me take that back. I heard on some videos that I was looking up and researching where an individual got a phone call from a CPS worker, and she was stating that this CPS worker would call her and then come around her without her attorney and call her son names. The CPS worker will call her child names and say disrespectful things to her. But because she's not able to record these things, which I think was silly in the first place, I would have had my video recorder on as soon as that lady even stepped up to my door. I would have had it running. I would have had my phone with my other phone. I would have found a video recording device, and I would have recorded the conversation with her. But something that I told you guys, you absolutely can record a phone call audio if you are involved in that phone conversation only. You cannot be a third party. It has to be you. Well, if it's more than one person on the line, yeah, you can. If you're involved in a conversation, period. But if you are recording it and you have no dealings with it, you can get yourself in trouble. But if you are involved, if it's a group of people on they used to call it a party line. But if you are on a group phone line where there's like 6, 7 different people and your voice can be heard defending yourself or stating whatever it is that you need to state, you can absolutely record that call because you were a part of the conversation. Okay, so I did look that law up. I don't have the exact name, but you can look it up for yourself. So let me get back to. So what I was saying is, when you are bringing a lawsuit, focus on the major issues at hand. Don't try to be all over the place. Focus on the major points, the major stuff, the thing that you need to focus on, which is the violation of your civil rights, the violation of your children's civil rights, the violation of your spouse's or your partner's civil rights, the violation of your family members' civil rights. That is all you should be concerned with. You shouldn't try to throw everything else up in there. Make sure that when you go after these people in court, you have an attorney. You can't do this by yourself. You absolutely cannot. It is imperative that you have a CPS attorney that will represent you in court, file the paperwork, because you're going to have to articulate what the problem is with all the documents that you have proof of, video recordings showing proof. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's a verbal communication between the two of you, that's identifying the social worker and yourself as the two people on the line. Make sure that you have all those documents. Remember, yesterday I spoke on staying 100% organized. Stay organized, throw nothing away. I don't care if you scribble a name on a piece of small paper, tape that paper to something on the inside of that binder until you can figure out where it goes, okay? So, under the 42 USC 1983, if you win, your lawyers are going to have fees also that you have to pay. So keep that in mind. If you win, um, let's say you went to court and you won a $3 million lawsuit against your CPS worker and CPS itself. Out of that $3 million, you have to pay your lawyer a fee that already came out. The contingency fee. Okay, so if you win that $3 million, he may or she may say, "Well, I want 33 and a third percent to represent you." So 33 and a third percent out of that $3 million is going to automatically go to your lawyer, and then you'll get the remaining balance. So I don't want you to think, "Oh, I won $3 million, all of it is mine." No, it's not all yours. You have to remember, anytime you get a lawyer that represents you in court, and the court you win in court because of your lawyer, you have to pay that fee. Or if you have a smart lawyer and you go to trial and you win, your lawyer can let you have that $3 million to yourself, and he could go back to the court and tell the judge that he wants them to pay his attorney fees, and they can pay his attorney fees. But all judges, I mean, all lawyers keep track of their hours and all the work that they did. So I don't see any lawyer being lazy where they won't, document their hours. So once they document all their hours and add everything up, then they will bill the court, and CPS will have to pay the attorney fees right along with paying you your $3 million if that is the amount of the suit that you win. Okay. Wow. And one thing CPS absolutely is not able to do, if it happens, they will get into so much trouble. CPS cannot go to court and lie on any type of documentation in court. That is 100% perjury. That is jail time and that is fines. And if the judge finds out that this CPS worker has been lying, because see, let me explain something in my research. What I found out, a lot of times a CPS worker will write down fictitious information, pad charges, make up stuff, and you don't know your rights. You don't know what to do, so they keep on doing what they've been doing for the longest amount of time. Okay, so that's where you keep saying they're lying, they're lying, they're lying. But if you keep all types of documentations, whether it be video recording, whether it be, hi Monica, whether it be audio recording, whatever it may be that you are using as your proof. So let's say you get up in the court and say Mr. Davis is retained by you. You say, okay, Mr. Davis, and I'm not saying that he's going to represent you. I'm just saying if he was your lawyer, okay, Mr. Davis. So this is what happened. Somebody made an allegation against me, and it was a pretty horrible allegation. And Mr. Davis will ask you a series of questions, or Georgette on his when you call the number, you can ask for Georgette. They will ask you a series of questions where you are in your case. If it's just beginning, they will ask you, what did you do? Or you can tell them, thus far, I scheduled an emergency doctor's appointment. Let's say it's an abuse. Okay, I scheduled an emergency doctor's appointment to have my child examined. Okay, great. So you get the examination. As soon as you get the examination, you can sign a release form so that the your attorney, whoever it is, I'm just using Mr. Davis, whoever your attorney is, can subpoena and get a copy of that those documents, because you've already resigned the release form, so that he can absolutely get a hard copy. Okay, so let's say that they said there was some, I don't know what I can say because they said certain words you can't say. Let's say that there was some oh God, intimacy between child and adult. Allegedly, there was a claim. Let's see if I can get away with that word. Let's say there was a claim of intimacy between a child and adult. You still want to go ahead immediately and take your child to the emergency room. Don't even wait on a doctor. As soon as they give you that claim, take that child to the emergency room immediately and say, there was a claim filed, or to your doctor immediately. Say, I need an emergency appointment. It is so urgent. So you go and you take your child in urgently. As soon as you finish with the CPS worker leaving your house, your doctor takes you in on the emergency basis, or they send you to a trauma center, and you go and you tell them somebody made a claim. Right there, they're going to do an examination of that child, a R kit or anything of that nature. And then when they find out that that child, whether it's a little girl, her little, cookie jar haven't been opened and nobody took a cookie out, then they'll write the report that there was no signs, there was nothing, no tampering, nothing. And so they will be in front of you asking your child questions, and your child will be, no, I don't know what they're talking about. And I don't even know where these allegations came from. So little boys, I don't know exactly what they do to examine little boys to check and see if they were tampered with. Most like, well, actually I do, because they will check his, his sit down part, the part he sit on the chair with. They will check that portion to see. And as far as the front of him, I don't know what they would do in order to check that out. So break it down. Amazing information. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't know what they would do in order um, to examine that little boy in the front part. So, but I know that they will, do a cookie jar examination on the little girl, see if anybody took cookies out the jar. So, with that being said, so the CPS worker states that she writes up this fictitious thing. Yes, there was evidence. We saw it in the child's, when we went in, say they never saw the child. We went into the child's room and we saw evidence that there was something going on and da 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 da. And she writes this elaborate lie, right? So now Vincent Davis has the reports for your son and your daughter, and it states there was no evidence at all whatsoever from the pediatric doctor of any type of tampering. There was cookie jar kits ran on the little girl, and there was poopy jar kits ran on the little boy, and there was no evidence of tampering in any one of these children. So she doesn't know that you have strong evidence, okay? And now they've gone as far as being underhanded, and they go and they snatch your kids from you, don't let you know where your kids are. This is where it becomes a violation of your civil rights, because now they've gone on, they've taken a step beyond based on a lie that the social worker, uh, the charges that she trumped up. So now your lawyer is in for the fight. Like, okay, good, they did that. Okay, now we got something different to deal with. Now you can file a number of lawsuits. One, she'll get in trouble for perjury once you go to court, because she doesn't know or don't have the brain cells in her head to know that as soon as you were accused, or your child was accused of being tampered with, you went and you did your due diligence. So let me say this: a lot of people get themselves in a lot of trouble by taking some of these allegations and laughing them off and thinking it's cute and not running out there and hitting up that doctor quick. You got to hit that doctor up really, really quick, like super fast. And I don't know if I would definitely, I don't know if I even would trust an emergency room doctor, because they could also call CPS and get CPS involved and flip up your paperwork. So that's why I say it's best to have your own doctor. And so it's just getting really bad. And I keep seeing all these videos of these women crying, saying how their kids were snatched from them. It's hard to watch that stuff. I don't know how people can sit there and look at that without it triggering your heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? And some people are saying that they did nothing, to get attention. But if you go deeper into their history, you find out later on that they were actually guilty. And I'm not saying that for the innocent people, so please don't get upset. I'm not saying that for you, because if you innocent, you're innocent. Okay, so I don't understand how it is that an entity can get away with so much and do so much harm to people. I don't know how it is that you could be a woman that is capable of bearing children yourself one day and not see that there's a possibility that you may end up getting your kids snatched away. It doesn't matter if you work for CPS, you can have your kids snatched away on an allegation as well. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was reported that when CPS workers, female wise, get pregnant, they no longer put them in the field, but they make them sit at the desk. Because now you got this pregnant woman, she's going to start sympathizing with the mothers that are being treated wrong. That's what's going to happen. And they don't want that. They don't want the pregnant woman to start sympathizing and thinking about, oh my God, what if this was my baby? What if What if they were taking my child from me? They don't want that. So they're going to go get the next person that is not pregnant, not thinking about having any children, or may not even want any kids. So those are the people they're going to go after. The man that don't have children, that probably hate his last girlfriend, or probably had bad experience with kids, or kids just get on his nerves. Those are the people they're going to put out in the field. But if you have the man that just got his wife pregnant and they're about to have a baby, they're going to put his butt at the desk. Because why? He's going to start talking to his wife, and he's going to start sympathizing with the innocent families and the innocent mothers, so that they don't have their kids snatched. So this is why you have a lot of CPS workers sitting at the desk, and a lot of new ones that don't have any children at all whatsoever. Yeah, they got nieces and nephews, but that's not their own personal children. So let me continue. And I break it up, and I start explaining and saying other things, because I want you guys to understand, not only is there law, but there are reasons why I say certain things that I say. And that's why I'm trying to give a full breakdown, okay? And so, like I said, you have the right when CP. Oh, another thing, this ties into what I was going to say. And I heard an attorney say that while he was going to trial, the CPS tried to offer them money, to settle the case. But his client declined, to settle the case. Because sometimes they'll try to offer you like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. No, keep going, because your civil rights being violated is worth a lot. Your civil rights is worth a lot. And don't let your attorney get tired and get greedy. And sometimes I heard Vincent Davis say that, he had a friend that had a case, and he was so boggled down that he ended up transferring that case to him. You might run into that. You might run into an attorney that is taking your case and started your case and realized, oh my God, I took too many cases. I bit off more than I can chew. And so he's going to reach out to somebody that he trusts. He's not going to reach out to any Joe Schmo. He's going to reach out to somebody that he trusts, somebody that he know get results and make things happen. So if you find yourself in that position where you're like, oh my God, they trying to switch on me, most likely 100%. And I know for a fact that that's true, because when I got injured, I had one attorney that I called, but he was so booked. When he took my case, he ended up calling his friend and telling his friend, hey, can you take her case? And they took my case, and I ended up having success. So they're not going to hook you up with no bozo the clown and cause you to lose the case. Because guess what? I feel like this, and I don't know for 100% fact, but I feel like this. If they give somebody a case, I think that a lot of lawyers, when they win, they slide them some referral money. I really believe that. So that's a good thing too, because now you're getting a case that's a possible win or a win-win situation, and then they slide you some money after they win. Let's say your case settled for 150 million, and he gets a percentage. He ain't gonna have no problem sliding his friend a referral fee. Say he win like $4 million, he ain't gonna hurt give him $1 million away to his buddy that gave him the case in the first place. That's not gonna hurt him, because he's now in a new income bracket. You get what I'm saying? So yes, you absolutely can fight CPS. And I know I was a little bit all over the place, but I love to talk. And I'm going to go back over my notes a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Now, in order, again, like I said, to fight CPS and the social worker, number one, hold on a second. You can do one of the two. Okay, one of the two. You can sue them under state law or under federal law, or sometimes both. Okay? Number two, I'm talking about California. Now, if you want me to look it up in your state, I advise you to send me an email to tell me to look up the laws in your state so that I can help you. Okay? Hold on, I'm sorry. People just don't get when I tell them I'm busy. So, do that for me and I can look up the laws in your state. So in California, okay, to sue a social worker and CPS, number one, you must make a state claim, and they said a tort claim. And a tort claim is a form that you have to get a lawyer that states that the lawyer can help you out with that. So all that I'm saying, I'm telling you in advance. So you make sure you know that you have to have um, a tort claim, okay? It's a couple of pages that you fill out with your lawyer, all right? So then you file it with the county first. Don't just go straight to the courts. File it with the county first, okay? That's what you want to do. The first thing you want to do. So when they get your form, they're going to tell you, and I wish you could see my fingers. I'm doing a quote sign, but I'm really going to say allegedly, they're going to say they're going to do an investigation. But to me, I don't work there. I'm just allegedly, okay? They're going to just throw that paper aside and eat some donut crumbs on top of it and then pull it out and say no. So then they're going to send you a letter and tell you you have to sue them. Okay? So that letter goes directly to your lawyer. All right? That's the next thing. And I'm going to recap again. One, sue them under state law or under federal law. One, you can sue the social worker and CPS. Two, you must make a state claim first. And they said there's a tort form, claim form. Okay? Have your lawyer fill that out. File it with the county first. And I'm going to keep saying that because some people want to go straight to the top. File it with the county first. Okay? They're going to do an investigation, allegedly. And then if they deny your claim, they're going to send you a letter denying your claim and telling you you have to sue them. All right? This is all done with your CPS attorney. Don't try to go out there and do this by yourself. Don't go out there just because you have some legal experience. Still get yourself a CPS attorney. You don't want to screw yourself up. I don't care what kind of degree you got, doctorate degree or whatever. You can be your own attorney if you know how to do all these different things. I don't, so I would never attempt to do this on my own. Okay, so make sure you do all this with a lawyer, please. I'm asking you, please. Okay, don't ignore what I'm saying. All right, because if you do, you're gonna be sorry. All right, I'm just trying to help y'all out. So next, you can bring a claim against the social worker and the CPS, as I said, or you can scrap that whole idea for a moment and just do a federal claim against the social worker and CPS. And that will fall under 42 USC 1983. That's the law. Okay? That's a statute on the federal law. And they said every person in America has the right to use the 42 USC 1983 if their civil rights have been violated. Okay? So I'm giving you this information. All right? And that law states that No government agent or agency can violate your civil rights. And I heard somebody say this is the most important part of the whole 42 USC 1983 because it gives you a leg to stand on and it gives you ammunition to fight with. And sometimes you can get both the state claim and sometimes you can get the federal claim. It really depends on the situation and the circumstances, okay? State and federal laws are almost a duplicate, okay? And then it says, when I was reading, it says you probably won't get any more money, and probably within certain cases, you may be able to file both claims, state law and a federal. In certain cases, it depends, and I'm not going to go that deep and look up what it depends on. I'm just answering a question that was asked to me, okay? And also, like I said, you cannot complain about every single little thing when you're filing this claim. You can't grab this, you can't grab that, oh this and oh that and oh this and oh that and this. Hold on to something that is the most powerful and the most important of all when they violated your civil rights, okay? Make sure that it coincides with everything that leads to a violation of your civil rights because you do not want to be grabbing on to all types of silly stuff because you're going to make yourself look really silly, make yourself look really bad. And I also said earlier, do not let it be anger driven because if you're anger driven, you'll lose sight and you'll lose focus. And then you'll become petty because you're trying to get even with this person that caused you harm. But you got to look at it like this: what they did to you, you're about to be rewarded for them violating your civil rights. So stay focused on it, okay? Stay focused. And again, I'm going to say it one more time before I end this live. If you win in court, okay, don't forget you have to pay a contingency fee out of your winnings to your lawyer. So, like I said, if you win $3 to $6 million, they already told you what their contingency percentage is. So don't be surprised and think that that whole amount belongs to you. Okay. Next, if you take it to trial, which is something different, and you win a great amount of money, your lawyer can actually ask the judge in the process of your suit, go back and say, you know what, with this suit, since we won, I want them to also pay for all my attorney fees. And that way you'll be able to keep your entire check to yourself without having to split it with the lawyer. So I'm giving you heads up so you can know what's going on. And if you come to that lawyer knowing information as well, like I said, help your lawyer out. Do some footwork. Learn some of the stuff. Don't bug them, don't go crazy, don't be a worry wart. Because I'm telling you, if you are a worry wart and you keep bugging that lawyer, they're going to basically shut down and put you on the back burner because you don't, excuse me, piss them off. Nobody wants you to keep bugging them, especially if they already gave you an answer. Don't keep calling me and asking me the same question. Don't keep repeating yourself. And if I tell you I know, I already heard you, don't keep trying to slide it in there so you can say it again anyway. Because some people don't understand when enough is enough. They don't understand boundaries. And this can also get you in trouble too. This can also weigh against you in court. Because if they see your lawyer being frustrated because you don't know how to sit back and listen to what the person said in the first place and you want to be a worry wart, well, don't call him. Sit back and let him do his job. And again, look up 42 USC 1983. That's the United States Code. Okay? And again, CPS absolutely cannot lie in any of their documentation. If they are caught, that is perjury and they can receive jail time. Okay? And if they are caught doing perjury, that might be another lawsuit for you as well. Okay? And again, please, 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 when them people come to your door, shut your mouth. Like your mama would tell you, shut your mouth. Stop talking so much and listen. If you take more time to listen than you do talking, you'll get somewhere. I'm just saying. I've heard it on TV. It was funny to me, so I thought I'd share that back with y'all. Don't be talking so much. Don't be trying to justify yourself. Go back into some of the videos that I do, and it'll coincide with everything that I'm saying. Please, people, if you hear nothing else, please do not talk to these people. Don't give them no information. Don't give them no ammunition. Don't even make up nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. If you say anything or if they come to your door, the first thing I want you to do is if they come to your door and you ask, who is it? They say CPS. Put your phone recorder on, your video, and say, who is it again? They say CPS. Just a minute. You take your recording device, whatever the recording device you got, if you got them all around your house, pointing in every direction, turn it on. Start recording. Hit that record button and ask them, how may I help you? Well, we're here on an allegation that this, that, and this happened. Okay. And they look at you and you look at them and say, well, I'm not gonna allow you in my house. And I don't want to speak to you. If they try to give you a card, ask their name. What is your name? What office are you from? What did you say your phone number was for? I mean, your phone number was. And if they have a slip of paper, you don't have to take it. Tell them any paperwork that you have for me, can you place it in the mailbox? And your camera is recording. So if they said, oh, I stuck it in her mailbox, that video will show that she took the paper with her and never stuck anything in your mailbox. So that's right there. That's number one. Then you call yourself a CPS attorney. The number I put down there, you can ask him to direct you or give you advice, and you can turn around and you can explain to the CPS attorney, yes, I have video footage. I explained to her that any correspondences, she can stick it in my mailbox. My mailbox is right next to my front door. And she did not. The video will show you that she did not. She walked away and took it with her. Also, I was able to verbally ask her information. I have her contact information. I do have a picture of her ID. So you got a picture of her being at your residence, so she can never say that she wasn't there. So there you go. Your case is already being started. So remember, number one, if they accuse you of somebody going into your children's cookie jar, take them to your doctor immediately. Have a full pediatric examination done. Sign a release form. Have the doctor. Matter of fact, have the lawyer say, "Look, I'm about to go to the doctor. Is there a release form that I can sign and fax back to you?" If they say yes, you sign that release form. You give them your doctor's information, or to get the release form from your doctor, giving them permission both ways. And that way they'll be able to go back and forth and exchange documentation, medical notes, and everything else on your child so that there's nothing that they could use against you. Number two, if you are on social media and you have some questionable things that you think that they might want to use against you, lock it down, put it on private, no matter who your friends and family are, lock it down so that not even your friends can get in until you scour your entire social media page, okay? And if there's anything on there that's questionable, try to clean it up or just keep your page on private through the whole duration. As time go on, remove certain things that you deem that they might use against you as inappropriate. Okay, so that's all the information that I have for you guys right now. But I want to play something. My friend, uh, last call and Air Force 5 had me listen to this song, and I cannot stop listening to it. It is so amazing. Let me see if I can do it before I leave. Let's see. Let me go ahead and find it real quick. Okay, let me pause it because I don't want it to start without me. Hold on a second. I think I moved too quickly. Let me pause it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I can sing a little bit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. This music is from YouTube. I do not own any rights to any of this music, courtesy of YouTube.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. And you work upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be much stronger in the presence of my Savior.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, and oceans deep. My faith will stay. Oh,
Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Sovereign end will be my guide. When its metal and fear surrounds me, you never failed, and you will start now.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me. Spirit, lead me. Spirit, lead me. Take me deeper. Take me deeper. Take me deeper into you.
That is so awesome. I love it. I love it. With that being said, you guys, like I said, I do not own the rights to any of this music that I'm playing, and I pray that I don't get dinged for it. Have a blessed weekend. I love you all. God bless you. And I will talk to you guys later.